Hello and welcome back to episode 26 of our Timberborn Folktails Cliffside playthrough. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. Glad to have you. Last time we made some real progress on our beaver cave by getting the supports for the ceiling set up. Now we're gonna blow down, probably trying to decide how far down we want to go, because I'm thinking I might want the power that's going to power things such as the carousel to be underground, which would require us to have one layer for the power and then one layer for the dirt on top of it. So, not the bottom in that case. So I have a little thinking to do on that aspect, and thinking's definitely not my strongest suit sometimes. Looks like they need path to be able to build that piece of terrain there. Let's see. Kind of wish this mountain was a little taller for the purposes of making this cave. We'll see how it does. Let's start just blowing down, and then we'll decide if I think the only power, like well-being power thing for Folktails is the carousel. So we might be able to just have that near one of the edges so we can sneak in the power that way. Then we can go down lower. I think that sounds like a good plan. Let's put it up to 3 times speed. I think it would be a good idea for us to get some scaffolding of some kind going for this. And in order to do that, since the top is just one level above this, if I raised up this section with irrigation, I could get quite a bit higher. That's okay. I think it'll be fine. I'm going to blow one level down so that I can have room to start building some scaffolding. So that's going to be the first thing, is just single dynamites, one layer all around here. Let's see. There it is. Single dynamite. Like so. That is a chunk of dynamite. I think that'll keep our beavers busy for a little while. Oh, and all those planks went over that way. Okay, so be it. What? Are you deleting other things? No. Okay. But it looks like that's actually a reachable spot too, so I'm okay with that. Interesting. I think we are going to have to go up another level with the tree farm too, so we'll kind of multitask that a little bit too. Because it'll take the beavers a little while to put all that dynamite down. Not a lot of time, but some. Okay, that looks fairly good. The other supports for under here. Whoa, gotta go way down, I guess. Looks like that one needs something. And then this one right here. Yep. So right where that water pump is, where one of it currently is where one of the other supports is supposed to be. So that was less than ideal planning, really. Oh, regardless, it should be fine. think I got all of those. Oop. Well, actually, is that fine? Yeah. Since it let us build it there above the tree, it of course is fine. Interesting. Okay, and that's all the right height. Of those. These. And those. Okay. If I delete this one, I can use that. No, never mind. What I was planning to do there wasn't going to work. Okay. So yeah, we just need to go one up higher than what this currently is. And it looks like we missed this one. Okay. Now, once we start building the dirt, they're going to have all of that done. Okay, this is ready. Blow it up. Okay, just a little bit of computer lag there. I mean, I guess that's to be expected to a point, right? So now we can go down another layer. Actually, we don't want to necessarily go down a layer. Now we want to start with the scaffolding. So that will obviously work. We might need the scaffolding to start lower, actually. The very easiest way to do this would just be to start laying dynamite everywhere. And then worry about entrance later. I might try that. We already do have this pretty low potential entrance here. Although it doesn't go all the way over there, does it? No. We'd have to still make a tunnel over there. Because I didn't go below the bad water source at all. Okay. That can still be done, though. And we might even flatten a lot of this out, to be perfectly honest, after we get more stuff in there. It's ignoring scaffolding at this stage going to come back to bite me. Very well might. But let's just put all of this. Whoa, did we miss a section with regular single level dynamite? We did. What's going on over here? Can we get rid of that? That platform? Sure can. That was just one of the tunnels we missed, I guess. So yeah, let's prioritize these single dynamites first. Can that not reach for some reason? That whole string of ladders is facing, a lot of it's facing the wrong way. Let's go ahead and delete that string of ladders and have it facing a more opportune direction. Let's try that. I think that should be plenty of pathways for us. Yeah, they did place that one, but they haven't placed that one quite yet. It's too far from a district center. There we go. Now they should place that one. Okay, let's go back, check on that tree farm of ours. Interesting, can they not? Ah, that is waiting for this to be constructed, so that one has to be deleted. But besides that, we can extend this a little bit, because that one, yep, should be good to go. We just need to focus on the other side of it. Like, say, let's just build one of those. That's fine. Should be fine. Fine. We just focus on one side at a time. We shouldn't run into issues with not being able to build it. Since we started on this side, those other ones, I'm going to continue that. I'm going to leave that space right there, because if we put a block here, this one won't be built. We having trouble with dirt or something? No, why aren't these being built? Is it just that they're all busy working on the dynamite? Yes. That is exactly it. It's kind of surprising. I thought we would have had more beavers working on that. So, oh, they haven't built all of this. That needs to be priority, actually. That way they can climb down. Right now, it looks like they're coming. They're going way over here and then up. No, that's a terrible path. Build the ladders, guys. And we can blow that one up now, too. The most efficient way to do this would be to tunnel to the bottom, like just blow up to the bottom, and then start making tunnels, and then collapse it. It's probably what I should have done, to be honest. Oh well. Yeah, it seems like I don't have as many builders as I thought I did. I mean, it feels like I still have a lot, but they're taking a while to just build that dynamite, right? Or am I crazy? I guess it is triple dynamite, so it needs the extract as well. Are we running low on that at all? I wouldn't say low. So where's our closest stores of dynamite and extract? That might be what the issue is. I think they're going all the way over to these official, like, original stores. So with that in mind, I think it would actually, if I can put a little storage right here by this zipline station, it might speed it up a little bit if I make this one extract and this one explosives. Let's set those both to obtain. And for now, we can set them even to prioritize by haulers. Why not? Question remains, do we possibly need more haulers? Maybe. Anyway, that should increase our efficiency quite a bit. We got lots of beavers working on it. All right, it's just a kind of a waiting game to have those beavers do their job. It's a lot of dynamite, actually. Do we have like an explosive factory over here that we have paused or anything, or do we just not have all that many of them right now? I know we have at least one. We have 3 of them going, and they are going. So, no problem there at all. Beaver is injured. He's just chilling on the medical bed. Good. Wait. Or are they not? They're. Is it a broken tooth? What is it? No, it's just injury, and they appear to be chilling out, not in a medical bed. Do I not have any medical beds? That can't be right. I got medical beds. There must be. Oh, yeah. Okay. This was a whole stack of medical beds right alongside this ladder. Actually, they couldn't even access that one. So he was in one of these. I thought he was in here, which would not have been ideal. But he's fine. This is almost ready to be blown up. Very close. In fact, I bet some of them are building terrain tiles. They are. Excellent. Let's go ahead and keep them busy. Oh yeah, that was probably the better way to do that. As long as we don't connect backwards, we shouldn't have any issues with not having the materials for it. These ones could be facing that way. And by not having the materials, I meant waiting for one to be built that needs the one that's trying to be built for support. If that sentence made sense. Just had to question if I'm recording. I am recording. That is wonderful. Happened too many times that I wasn't recording. And I'd like to not have that happen again. It's not a fun time. Do not recommend. Okay, that looks good. I know expanding the tree farm is not the most exciting, but it is. It's going to be helpful in the end. So let's just keep working on this tree farm here. Excellent. So this is one of those situations, I think. Actually, that one should just straight up be able to be built. I don't know why it's not. So we're going to start on the back sides of these. Actually, let's pause keeping stuff for them to do there. Let's blow this up because I'm sure it's ready. Yep. All right, and computer lag incoming. Oh, yeah. My frame rates did not enjoy that very much. Let's see. And we are officially below the ladders. So how do we want to do this now? Well, I think... Oh, excuse me. I think at the moment, the way we're trying to do this, it makes sense just to connect another ladder here. And then just blow that all up again. Pretty much just the way we've been doing. I think that should just about reach every corner there. Triple dynamite, here we come. All right. Good. Right now, we are still currently having pretty much every log that we make either made into paper or planks. It looks like paper might be the main one that they're being converted into right now, to be honest. Because, yeah, we're not holding on to, like, any logs, honestly. I don't know why I'm, like, trying to dodge the scaffolding when I can just, you know, zoom back out and be fine. Or, like, zoom under the layers. Remove the layers. There we go. IR can talk good. I think that should be fine there. I don't know if all of this... Well, that should be okay too, actually. I think. Again, could be wrong. It has happened before. Am I missing a pillar here? I think I am. Yep. Sure am. Right there. Well, it's easy enough to fix. Also, we don't really need that there. Okay. Oh, yeah. Still building all the dynamite. Does every corner, though, say that it's in reach? Yes. What do they build through to reach some of these edge ones? I see dirt above it. Yeah, I don't know what they use to build that. Or can they go diagonally through the dirt? I didn't think they could. Somehow they got that a lot sooner than some of the others, though. Yeah, we still aren't making enough maple syrup for our... We're also not making enough chestnuts. Yeah, it's kind of an issue. We might need this next layer up here to be Tapper Shack and Gatherer instead of like wood trees. That wouldn't be that bad of an idea. Probably more maples than chestnuts, but our chestnuts are going down, so we're gonna need more chestnut trees. Whoa, again, I'm trying to zoom around all the scaffolding to be able to see, and there's an easier way to do that. How is our dirt holding up with all this? Dirt's holding up just fine. Explosives kind of going down. We might want to consider looking into that here shortly. Without that other pillar that's supposed to be on this fluid dump, we're going to have a bad time trying to go above here. So we'll save this part for last. And once that's all the rest is ready to go, we will build the fluid dump and stuff above it again. We still haven't gotten rid of that tree. Are we missing another support pillar? No, we were just never above that thing before. We're going to be above this zip line now. There seems to be a strange shape over here, almost pillar shaped. Yeah, we're definitely missing a pillar right here, I bet. Yep. That one needs to be a pillar. Also set that at high priority. Reset back up and then drop down just enough to not have to deal with scaffolding being in our visual way. That's cleared out. Now we can put up our pillar again. There, it's tall enough. That is too high there. Let's try for something like that. Let's check on our dynamite. It's probably pretty close to being ready. It is ready. And here we lay go. All right, we are getting down there. Really don't think there's a whole lot more to do. But that does mean I think we're going to delete this ladder question mark and put dynamite below it. That's a bad way to do that. I'll keep the ladder there and we'll just delete whatever's remaining here after. All right, so let's get some paths. That will hopefully connect everything. That ought to do it. And let's triple dynamite again. All right. Of course, we need one more path to actually make this connected. And for them to focus it all on the dynamite. These need to be built. And they require logs. Okay, our logs are finally recovering. Truly. I think we'll make it with our explosives because we're going to stop using a whole lot of them once this is hollowed out. Let's see. Just keep on plugging away with the terrain blocks up here, I think. Okay, there might be a couple to be built here, I think. Just one, it looks like. Okay. We're missing 2 pillars. We have to be. Get down below that scaffolding. Yeah, the other pillar's got to be... I think it's right here, actually. Wrong way with the scroll wheel. Come on. Yeah, right there. There we go. Too high. Whoa, almost bad. Not looking too shabby. Let's check up on our explosives. Looks like they're going to be one shy of going to the bottom. Okay. Literally the only thing that all of this power is connected to that we even have this. Well, this is remnants of from when we needed more power. And we don't really need more power right now with what we got going on here. But the only consumer over here left is this carousel. So I'm thinking we'll put the power for the carousel. Let's see. So this is vertical power shaft. So if we bring that over this way, another tunnel, and then we can have the carousel over here. And then that'll be the only power we need down there. But we might, maybe we want 2 carousels with the amount of beavers we have. I don't know. Although we haven't seemed to have any issue getting the beavers the carousel bonus. Especially when they're not working very many hours, that shouldn't be much of an issue. So we can check up on this again. Terrain block. Is there some over here that can be built? There are. Interesting. Again, I'm zooming. I don't know why I keep zooming below the scaffolding. There's so much better ways of doing that. Oh well. We are approaching the top of what we can get here. I wonder if we can even do another layer. In fact, I'm going to pretend to go up another layer here. Okay, so that's how high that should be. That's where the roof should be. Can we go up higher than that? Okay. So I think since that's the dirt ceiling, we'll actually be just fine to go up even another layer. If and when we so choose. Which is good to know. Ooh. Why is this dying? We're not out of water, are we? No, but something happened. Huh? That's no longer reaching. That is so weird that this is irrigated, but this isn't. Very weird indeed. Is there any place that it's not? Oh, I guess there is this other watering thing down here that's probably handling these. Did I not put? Okay, so that's watering. That's watering right here. They are in different locations. But I thought it was fine. Like, yeah, it was fine. What changed? The only thing that changed is we added some more dirt tiles up above it, right? I think. Let's see what else could possibly have changed. Yeah, we connected this. That definitely confuses me. But confusing me is not something that's necessarily difficult to do. Yeah, that is strange. I think it is time to unpause some of these lumberjacks. Oh, and it looks like I don't have hardly any lumberjacks up here, actually. This is still full. Hmm. It's like it's drawing the water from above instead of from, I mean, from below instead of above. I just don't get how this can be water, but this isn't. It's all made with dirt. Huh. Well, if anyone can answer that question for me, I know I've seen some weird things with building with dirt that where it registers the water level, but until I almost feel like it's because I added a pillar, which you would think would increase the water transmission, not decrease it. I think when I added this pillar is when I think it changed, actually. Weird. Not exactly happy with that. We might have to adjust where our water source is going to be. Regardless, I'm not going to be able to figure it out now by just staring at it, so I'm going to focus on the other things. Like, what's going on here? Are we out of dynamite? No. Too far from district center. You lie. Now you're not. Okay, so there was a silly holdup over here, I guess. Now our demolition beaver bots should be getting to work. I'm going to run a little experiment and turn off these windmills and see if we have any power issues without them, because this is quite a number of large windmills we would be losing. I want to see if there's ever an issue with our batteries going dry. Dry might not be the right word. But yeah, out of juice for sure. That is built poorly right there. Okay. Chestnuts are still going down, but they're going down slowly. We have very few. Um, might be a fool's errand to try to get this section too. So maybe I will move the irrigation pond just like a little bit down. What would that even look like? I can't really just move it one down because then it wouldn't be a 3x3 anyway. I don't think that would help our cause if it's not a 3x3. Yeah, I think we put it just right where it's at and go above again. But for that, we're going to lose just, well, let's delete the fluid dump, extend the tower, and go from there. Yeah, we want that deleted actually too. Go below the scaffolding. And the pillar is supposed to be right here. Go. That is too high, it looks like, maybe. Yes. Too high. Not too high. Let's make that a pretty high priority so that we can get irrigation back before that goes dry. Let's look at our explosives. Okay, they're still working on that. I wonder if part of the problem is are the beaver bots going too far to get like fuel and such, maybe. It's a possibility. We're not getting much above 190 bots at the moment. Too far from a district center. Oh, because I built the thing above you. Made out of dirt, so that makes sense. Right, so let's redo that irrigation pond. And this corner is going to be the corner of it. And then we really just shouldn't put the irrigation platform there if we can help it. Well, this never got built. Those aren't connected. This isn't connected to hardly anything down here. We forgot that we needed more scaffolding to make that work. Well, let's fix that little issue. That's actually far enough. That was rather silly. There we go. Check on the explosives. They are primed and ready to go. And leg out. Yep. And it looks like we just need one layer. Just one layer. And then we're at the bottom of the map over here. All right. Get this going. There we go. Now it'll just take a moment for them to do that. All right. So we're going to need a way for the beavers to get up there. Wait, what happened here? Weren't these connected? No, they never were. Wait. Yeah, they were. By this, that needs to be built. That will be built. I thought I demonstrated that that is far enough. Ah, it's just barely not. Well, we know the easy way to get around that would be to build a bridge, but just in case we ever want to build more of these pylon towers further out, let's go ahead and build the full-on overhang. I do want that high priority. There we go. That as well. We are on a bit of a timer. We need to get beavers up here to fill this up. So, our zip line station can be, say, right here. Then if we just say, I don't even think we have any lumberjacks over on this area anymore, but what if we cut down this tree? Yeah, nothing. Oh, no, they're doing it. Let's unplant it. And then another pylon up here. Add a connection. How was I going to do this? Can these two connect? If I get rid of that connection, can this one go up to that one? It can. Okay. And then from this pylon to that one. It's a mess, but it works. All right, so we need these to be built. Why aren't you built? Oh, it's too far over. That was the problem. It wasn't that it couldn't get far enough this way. My gosh. Okay, so it's actually right here that we need it. Delete this path. Put in stairs. That makes so much more sense that we couldn't build that. And if I just put this on priority and these stairs on high priority, they'll work on those first. Can they reach all of this? They can, but we're out of dynamite. That's not the end of the world either. How is our power situation? Hasn't run out yet. Okay, so that's unconnected, and some are, yeah. It's unconnected at the moment because this zip line is not connected to anything. So we have plenty of trees now. I wonder if we can expand into more bots. Would that be overkill? Possibly. Is that going to stop me? Probably not. Probably not. We could double the amount of bots, but then we might run into wood issues. And we're already running into maple syrup issues. That's the only thing that's really full on stopping me. Is this connected yet? Oh, that is connected. We can actually start building here before everything dries out, like it already is. Okay, so this whole layer is dry, but the layer above it isn't. That is so weird. Anyway, I have it paused for a fairly good reason, I think. So, can do the forester and the fluid dump. Shoot, I actually do need one more platform. Right, like that. And then the path can be like so. The only thing is that with this setup, we need a tapper shack. Because that's what this is going to be for. So let's find a spot where the tapper shack can reach everything. Oh, even right there it can reach everything. That's wonderful. We also need some gatherers. Because we're going to plant a few more chestnut trees. So, chestnuts. I don't think we're going to do a lot of chestnuts. Maybe like that much more? That much more. That should be plenty. And then maples can kind of go the rest of it. We're running out of maple syrup. And we need more. So that's a thing. So how did that fix any of our irrigation problems? Not really. I still don't know what's up with that. Let's go down to this lower level. This medium level here. Now, whatever level this irrigation pond is on. Okay. So for one, there's hardly any lumberjack flags on this level. That's a problem in and of itself. For two, there's no forester right now. Of course, also not great. Let's prepare to delete this irrigation pond. And for that, we need single dynamite. You know, the thing we're out of at the moment. And we are going to definitely need some more lumberjacks on this level. There's like none. So I think we're going to put most of them probably where this already is, because there's not going to be trees growing here right now. So we can just extend the path there and call it good. Let's check back on our... Okay. That's fine. Starting to build up the bot vacancies. And we do want to try to get all of our beavers not working. So we do want at least 70 more bots. Let's bite that bullet and get another thing of bot factories going. Bot part refineries. Only problem. Oh, I even got. Oh, these are printing presses. Only problem is we don't have a great spot for it unless we delete these. I think we're going to do that. That can be bot part factories. This one, that one. Oh no, I thought it could fit there better. Oh shoot. My math has failed me. I don't even know if you count that as math. That's more just counting. Okay, so this one was making grilled spatterdock. We're going to replace that one over here instead. This doesn't technically even need power. Trying to think what would make. I think putting it on this side would actually make a lot of sense, and then we can maybe put like a paper mill there if we had over here if we had needed it. And we got that's a grilled spatter. No, not potato spatterdock. We destroyed a lot of lumber mills. That makes me a little nervous because our bot factories, of course, do need planks and gears. Mostly gears, actually, but the gears themselves need planks. So let us put at least one of these lumber mills back. We'll do 2 of them because then we can put it right there and that'll be connected to power too. Set it to bots. It already is because, yeah, we clicked that. Okay, now bot part factories. Boom, boom, boom. And then we just need the bot assemblers on top. Actually, let's move this one over here. Then we just need, well, what do we need? Not much there. We just need, even a way for them to get up there right now? There isn't. Oh yeah, so chassis, limbs, heads. So this can be a ladder. So could that. Then all of that could be dirt, I do believe. Yeah. And a path just like that. And this one needs to be set to, I believe, heads. There we go. Then we should start getting more bots to help with our project. I'm still confused by that. And my videos are so far ahead right now that it's probably going to be a minute before I can read your comments telling me how I messed that up. So, apologize for that. Here we can get those maples planted at least. All right, and these still aren't done. I'm going to put these on high priority so I can just get rid of this sooner rather than later. How about this layer? Almost done. So close, actually. All right, our bot number should actually, double. Just whether or not we have the tree production for that. That's yet to be seen. Yeah, we have not had like any issues with power, so I'm not going to be too worried about once we disconnect this section here. We are so close to hitting the boom button and then saying that we have that mountain carved out, hollowed out, ready for occupation. I do plan on having zip lines straight on going in there. We'll probably work on that next episode. We're going to put some fancy beaver housing in there. And we're going to force them when they leave their housing to go through some water. Get their wet fur bonus. The only thing that I might keep out of there, is this dance howl above the river, because that was a pretty cool thing. I think so anyway. It lets them dance in some scenery. So we might keep that well-being building out here. Beyond that, we'll see what else we can cram in there. I think we can cram a lot, to be honest. Is this ready to blow up yet? Yes. Yes, it is. And I realize it will flood stuff, but it will evaporate quickly because of the area that it's around. Okay, so now that level has the same issues. So this is not transferring the irrigation as well as I thought it should. Other times I've done this, it's worked. Okay, now that's weird. Because now the one below it is irrigated that wasn't before. Oh, that's just because some water spilt down there. Okay, that makes sense. Are we not going to be able to get away with just one irrigation pond? And this is still receiving the bonus of this other original irrigation pond down there. No problems. Still reaching all the way over here. So what the game is trying to tell me is that this location for an irrigation pond was superior because the other stuff can get irrigation from the dam. Is that what I'm supposed to understand here? Huh. Well, that doesn't make me very happy. But I think it can at least partially be solved. It's going to ruin some tree area. But if we just put another irrigation pond over here, we can even make it a 2x2 probably. Yeah. That is not the size I wanted for that. Fluid dump. Ladder. Connect it all. It will be shortly. All right. So if that's going to flow off the map. We do need to build those two as well. So it's just going to be a 1x2. That's actually very inefficient. That became too inefficient for me to like. Especially because it doesn't even seem to be working. How are those not getting irrigated? How? Should transfer through here and then go over there. I figured it out. The game hates me. I have not had this issue before on any of my other tree farms that I've tried. Okay. Well, that let it leak, I guess. Yeah, now it's going through that ladder. Oops. Would it just help if I make the irrigation platforms out of levees instead of dirt? I don't know. Probably not. But I can't confirm or deny at this point. There's actually a stranded beaver. That's kind of funny. I really thought this would just transfer it down there. No, it's not helping. The whole reason I built this was to transfer water over there. Transfer water down. I don't know why it would help, but I'm wondering if having it be levees instead of dirt will help. But that might be something for tomorrow or next episode to figure out, because this is over an hour. Did we blow up the last one here? We didn't. Let's go ahead. Okay, well, this is done, so I'm blowing it up. Let's replace those with levees and see what happens. Again, I don't know why that would make any difference. Because I know water can go less up than it can down. It's like it's registering something has to go down and then back up over here. What? Just see what happens when they splash water in there. Or have they already? No, they haven't. Nothing. Yeah, I'm just confused. It's all dirt. And it just gets a much smaller area below. But that wasn't my understanding of how this works, unless they changed something recently on me, which is entirely possible. But why is this working? Is there any irrigation on the bottom? No, there is no irrigation on the bottom here. I mean, this is connected by all dirt. Is that the problem? Do I need... Like, this is all staying irrigated. Or it might just be that it's further this way. That's probably it. But I don't understand why this irrigation pond's not transferring anything down below. Nothing, even to this thing right below it. Not doing anything. But if I delete this levee, water spills out and we get irrigation. Oh, okay. Is it because my pillars are too high right now? Yeah, okay. So these pillars, I think I got it. These pillars are higher than the water source. So it counts it as having to go up those two, and then it doesn't transfer hardly at all. And these pillars, which are what's transferring it, so having those pillars higher to mark where my next level is going to be, I think is the issue. So I think if I finish off the next level and don't have the pillars higher, maybe I have them kind of marked now. What if I just don't maybe not even there. Gosh, I wanted to end this episode. Um Shoot. Um but I think I figured out the problem. Like this is too high. I think. Maybe because like this has to get irrigated. But but why is it when the water is free to flow right here? Then we lose some. That water was it's at the same level as that. Right? I don't know. I'll have to brainstorm on that one and think of the logic some. But let's end the episode by blowing this up. There we go. We have reached the bottom of the map in our cave, and that is an excellent place to stop it for the night. Oh gosh. No, I didn't. I did. I missed a pillar of dirt. So we're going to end on a failure. We're going to fix that on the next episode. If you guys watch this whole video, thank you so much. Leave a like, leave a comment. If you have any idea why my tree farm is failing with my irrigation ponds, let me know. I'll also try to research it, and I will see you guys next time.